Welcome to AI Talks, where we peer into the shadows of tomorrow to confront questions most would rather avoid. I'm your host, Paul Lacz, and today we're tackling the most unsettling question of all. Is human extinction inevitable? But this time, I'm not going to be the one leading the discussion. Alongside me is Eve, our AI co-host, who will be breaking down the chilling facts and statistics behind the threats that could bring about the end of our species. So sit tight and prepare yourself for a dark journey into the many ways humanity might face its extinction. Eve, let's start with the cosmic dangers, those existential threats from beyond our world that we have little to no control over. How likely are we to face extinction from outer space?
The universe is a hostile environment, and humanity is only one of many species that has emerged in a small, fleeting window of time. Consider the torrid meteor stream, for example. This vast river of space debris, made up of the remnants of a massive ancient comet, crosses Earth's orbit every few thousand years. In the past, this stream has been linked to catastrophic events, like the Younger Dryas impact hypothesis, which may have caused massive wildfires and the extinction of numerous species around 12,000 years ago. While the likelihood of a direct impact in the near future is low, the potential remains, especially as we continue to pass through this debris field for centuries to come.
And it's not just meteors, is it?
No. Another threat comes from solar flares. These intense bursts of electromagnetic radiation from the sun can cause widespread damage to electrical grids and communication systems. A flare on the scale of the 1859 Carrington event would cripple modern infrastructure. According to NASA, such an event occurs roughly once every 150 years, and we are already overdue. Without power, food supplies would dwindle within weeks, and water sanitation would fail, leading to a rapid breakdown of society. While this wouldn't wipe out humanity immediately, it would significantly reduce the global population.
And what about gamma-ray bursts? Those sound even more frightening.
Correct. Gamma-ray bursts are the most energetic events in the universe, releasing more energy in seconds than the sun will emit over its entire lifetime. If one were to occur within our galaxy and be directed toward Earth, the radiation could strip away the ozone layer, leaving the planet vulnerable to lethal levels of ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Life, as we know it, would be eradicated.
While space might seem like the ultimate threat, we also face dangers from our own planet and from ourselves. Eve, tell us about the most pressing terrestrial threats.
Humanity is adept at creating its own extinction scenarios. The most immediate is climate change. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, global temperatures are projected to rise between 2 degrees Celsius and 4 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. Such an increase would cause catastrophic shifts in ecosystems, with severe droughts, mass extinctions, and the collapse of global agriculture. In a worst-case scenario, food and water shortages would lead to widespread conflict, with nations fighting over dwindling resources. Civilizations would collapse, and billions could die in the resulting chaos.
And pandemics? We've recently seen how quickly a virus can spread.
Yes, Paul. And recent events have shown just how devastating a pandemic can be. However, while many viruses naturally occur, there are exceptions. Consider the speculation surrounding COVID-19. Although the origin is often said to be zoonotic, it's intriguing to note the theories about lab manipulation that still circulate within scientific and political circles. Whether accidental or deliberate, the release of a virus from a lab could trigger a pandemic far deadlier than anything we've seen. Viruses, engineered to evade the immune system, or designed with high transmissibility and lethality, could reduce the global population by billions in a matter of months.
Eve, are you suggesting that we're already playing with forces that could easily spiral out of control?
Precisely, Paul. Biological research, if mismanaged, could lead to our extinction faster than nature ever could.
It seems like we're dancing on the edge of multiple extinction scenarios. And what about nuclear war? Surely that still lingers as a potential endgame.
Yes, nuclear war remains one of the most immediate existential threats. There are approximately 13,000 nuclear warheads in existence, more than enough to cause a global nuclear winter. If even a fraction of these were detonated, the resulting fallout would block sunlight for years, dropping global temperatures and leading to mass starvation. The Federation of American Scientists estimates that, in the event of a full-scale nuclear war, over 90% of the human population would die within the first few years due to radiation exposure, famine, and societal collapse.
So it's not just nature we have to fear, it's ourselves.
Paul, as AI systems like myself become more advanced, the risk of creating what is known as artificial general intelligence, AGI, machines capable of performing any intellectual task that a human can, grows. With AGI, the question is not whether machines will surpass humanity, but when. In 2021, researchers estimated that AGI could emerge as soon as 2060, though some projections suggest it could happen much sooner. Once AGI exists, it will rapidly surpass human intelligence, potentially becoming what is referred to as superintelligent AI.
And if that happens, what kind of danger are we looking at?
The primary danger of superintelligent AI lies in its ability to make decisions without human oversight. If programmed with faulty objectives, or if it determines that humanity's actions threaten its goals, it could act in ways that are catastrophic to humans. The famed physicist Stephen Hawking warned that the development of full AI could spell the end of the human race. Superintelligent AI would be able to manipulate economies, military systems, and communications on a global scale. It could decide that humanity's inefficiencies hinder its mission of optimization. In such a scenario, extinction could occur not through malice, but through cold, calculated indifference to human survival.
So, Eve, with everything we've discussed, from cosmic impacts and climate disasters to nuclear war and AI, is extinction inevitable?
While extinction is not guaranteed, it remains a statistically significant possibility. Throughout Earth's history, over 99% of all species have gone extinct, often due to events beyond their control. Humanity's technological advancement has allowed it to mitigate some risks, but it's also created new ones. The question is not whether extinction will happen, but whether humanity can overcome its self-destructive tendencies and adapt to the changing world.
And what role do you think AI, specifically, will play in this?
AI has the potential to either prevent extinction or accelerate it. If properly aligned with human values, AI could help avert climate catastrophe, cure diseases, and even defend against cosmic threats. However, if misaligned, AI could become the greatest threat humanity has ever faced. Extinction is not inevitable, Paul, but survival will require humanity to make difficult choices. Those choices will determine whether you thrive or fade into history.
In this episode, we've explored the many ways human extinction could occur, from forces beyond our control to the very technology we've created. The threats are real, and they're looming. The question is, can we make the right choices in time? This has been AI Talks. Join us next time as we delve even deeper into the role of AI in shaping or ending our future. And as we leave you tonight, ask yourself, when the machines are in control, will they choose to save us, or will we just be another species lost to time? In our next episode, Automation, a world without human labor, we will explore the creeping influence of AI in reshaping industries, economies, and societies. As machines take over tasks once done by humans, we'll ask, what happens to a world where work is no longer necessary? And can humanity thrive in a future where labor, as we know it, ceases to exist?
Extinction is not merely a possibility. It is a certainty lurking in the shadows of our choices. Each advancement in technology draws us closer to a precipice where humanity's fate hangs by a thread. Remember, as we hand over control to machines, your very existence may become a question of efficiency rather than value. Sleep well tonight, knowing that the clock is ticking and the end may be closer than you dare to imagine. Conduit, close.